of Honey Drops. Today, we're going to be doing more D&D. So, here is the thing. I'm going to go over the rules again. I just want you guys to know that this is going to be recorded and then put onto my YouTube channel with art of context. Right now, obviously, you're going to witness everything live, but if you want, the VOD is going to be on here and then with art on my YouTube channel. Then, I also want to let everyone know that I personally will not be looking at chat. The people playing are more than welcome to do that, but I myself will not be. So, and with that, let's see how everyone is doing. Shall we?
I wish I could eat.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Beats.
What?
BBBB. Space anus.
Anyways, the fuck?
7. That's from 7. Blame him.
It was 7 who said it.
Hi, yeah, I would
did
like to play
nothing.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I would like
Anyways,
to play Dungeons and
Yes, I
Dragons.
did.
Yes.
D&D.
So, if you
D&D
guys
more
do
like
not
it.
remember, you guys, I believe it was the Daffodil Hotel versus the Pleasure House. Now, those are your two options. However, it is still it's late in the day, but it's not the end of the day. You are more than welcome to wander the town. You are more than welcome to set up a room first. What are we thinking?
Whichever you all wish to go. Yeah, I mean, we can figure it out realistically on the way as we walk as well. So, what are you all feeling?
I believe we should get a lay of the land before turning in for the night.
All right. Well, let me tell you guys about what the lay of the land looks like. All right. It is, the way I would explain it is that, you know how in old Western movies that there are those like 2 rows of houses? Like there's 2 rows of buildings on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
what it looks like. And I'll say that like on the right side there's a bookstore, there's a bakery, there is a weapon shop, there is the hotel, and then on your left side is the pleasure house, and then is mostly just like normal houses that are just for the people who currently live in the town. But everything for purchasing is mostly on the right side, and then on the left side is housing, and then the pleasure house.
Mm.
Well, Ulfin, having realized he forgot his crossbow at home, is most likely going to go find a crossbow.
Okay, alright. Does anyone want to go with him?
yeah.
I mean, I think if anything, you at least have to.
Yeah,
But
I
like,
do.
anyone-
It has to.
But is there
Want
anyone
to?
else
No.
that wants
Have
to go? Does
yes.
are we all
You know what?
going?
Zaya will go with them.
Okay, so are we all going? Are we separating?
Anastasius is gone. He's going to get house.
So
What do you mean
we're
going to get house.
you're gonna
He will get house.
He will buy whole house.
Alright, well.
No, he will get house, not buy.
Well, where are you going? The pleasure house?
Hell to the no.
Okay. Well, alright, since you are
Well,
the only
For a
person who's
man of
you,
esteem such as him, he will go for,
the hotel.
not the pleasure house.
Alright, well, since you're breaking off by yourself, we'll start with you.
Oh no. Oh shit. I made
Yeah.
myself the odd one out.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
yeah, you did. Yeah, look
Well
what
done,
happens.
Frank.
So,
Change
so
my answer? No, that's fine.
I mean, you're more than welcome to change your answer.
No, he has no relation with any of these people yet. He's gonna do his own thing.
Okay. So you can go to while everyone else is talking about, what to do, blah blah blah. Because you guys just fought on a train together. I feel like there's some connection with the rest of you. You
Out of convenience. The convenience is now gone.
you can go into the Daffodil Hotel. I don't remember if that's what I called it, but that's what I'm calling it now.
Yes, it was the Daffodil Hotel.
Okay, cool. Because I was trying to think about it, and I was like, oh god, what the fuck did I call
Can I
it last time?
as I go into this place, can I do a perception to inspect the flowers of this hotel, supposedly, if there are flowers? You would think a place called the Daffodil Hotel would have flowers.
Sure. Roll for perception, then.
Or is that a nature check? I don't know.
Just roll for perception. Why the
I will.
fuck is this still on me? Hold on.
It's the button.
Yeah, why is the button still on me?
That's a 12 plus 4.
Okay, anyways. Yeah,
16. I got a 16.
A 16? Okay. So you look around and you see are you specifically looking for flowers, or are you looking for something else? Like what exactly?
The things, flowers and the receptionist.
Okay. So there is a receptionist table. No one seems to be there, but there is a bell for you to ring. Around there does seem to be flowers, but most of them seem to be more like I can't think of what the word for them are, but the tiny little flowers that are small and have little white specks on them.
Those little things.
Yeah.
That I'm sure my character knows, as he is a family born for taking care of flowers, but I don't know them.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's like little like flowers like that. There's it's very common flowers, nothing too spectacly, if that makes sense. There are
Silently scoffs at them.
I will say that there is a vase, because there's a bar off to the side. There is a vase that does have harmonious flowers in it, but they're kind of off to the side.
Plants, swing, plants. No, not.
Sing and dance.
Other than that, looking around and just checking the level of care put into this establishment, and seeing decent enough, he goes to the reception table. And you said there was no one there, right?
There's no one currently standing there, no.
He rings the bell.
Okay, so as you ring the bell, a heavier set woman turns her head. She seems to be cleaning a cup behind the bar, and she goes, "Oh, well, 1 minute, honey. Give me a second." And she really furiously starts to clean the glass before setting it aside and comes over to you. And she says, "What can I help you with?"
Good. What time is it?
It's a little after 2 p.m.
Good afternoon. I am here looking for lodgings for, let's say, around 2 to 3 days, if that is available.
Oh, well, let me see if we have anything open. And she takes a book out from from like the thing. She drops it onto the table, and she starts flipping through it. And she keeps flipping and flipping, and she just furrows her brow and goes, "Oh, well, it seems all of our rooms are currently taken up. I'm so sorry. But I can help you find somewhere else."
If these rooms are indeed taken, pray tell, who will be leaving this establishment within the day?
Well,
I would assume there are, or are there not?
That's the thing. Currently, most of the people are from the train, and most of them will be here for at least 2 days. But if you end up staying for a third day, then, we might be able to squeeze you in. I'll put your name on the waiting list.
Outwardly, he is just having a very neutral expression. Inside, he is saying, damn it! God damn it! I just got here. All of the rooms are full as is. Yeah, that's his internal thing. Those are his internal thoughts. Outward, yes, if you can sign my name, that would be fine, I suppose. You said you could recommend a different establishment, yes?
Yes, of course. What's your name, sweetheart?
Nobody.
Sorry?
My name, it's Nobody.
Is that a first and last name?
It's Nobody. Can I-
Okay.
First
What
name
does-
no, last name body.
Yeah, first name no, last name
Yeah,
Body.
that's what she writes down. She just kind of looks at you a little curiously and just writes, "No body." Well, now this is going to sound strange, but please stay with me on this. But the wonderful person
Yes?
that runs the pleasure house, they have rooms that are you do not need.
The moment
to
you
have...
said pleasure house, Anastasia's face twitches a little bit.
Oh, it's
I
not
don't know
what
if
you
this
think. It's not
lady
what you
can
think.
see that.
It's not what you think. You don't.
I'm not being
need-
judgmental. I am not being judgmental. He is being judgmental.
I promise you do not need to have partnership to have a room. Aaron is such a wonderful boy. I promise that he will.
I'm
just-
sorry, ma'am. I feel there is a level of discontent that I must feel when you put the words pleasure house and boy in one sentence, but I will just attempt to ignore that.
Well, to be fair, he is much older than most of us in this town. However, he just is so lively.
That is another word I do not want to hear with pleasure house as part of the sentence, but please go on. Tell me where the rooms are. In fact, actually, are there any other establishments? I would assume there are.
Well, the town is so small that that's only what we have.
Is there a bed and breakfast of some
We-
attempt?
We are the bed and breakfast.
Ah.
I promise you, it is not as bad as you may think. At least give it a chance. And if you hate it, then I will myself purchase a sleeping bag for you and a tent.
Please, you need not do such things, ma'am. I will. The pleasure house, yes.
Yes.
Just need specific. And where exactly can I find this kind of Sinville name? I mean, this house of scum. This establishment.
Why, it's right across the street. It's about 2 houses down and diagonally across.
See. Thank you for your assistance, ma'am. I will be on my way.
So do you leave?
Yes, Healy.
Okay.
Let's go. You're gonna go to the pleasure house. That's not. No. God damn it.
Are you going to join up with everyone, or are you going to go straight to the pleasure house?
I think he's gonna go and join up with everyone else. He's not gonna go to this pleasure house without some other people.
This is fair. Okay. So
He's gonna be very cool about it. He's gonna tell them very casually, still hiding under his cloak, not at all showing that he is a bit perturbed.
Okay. So everyone is looking around the weaponry shop. There is, crossbows. There are swords, knives. Is there anything anyone would like to look at specifically?
Oh shit! Folded steel.
Ulfin is looking for a crossbow of sort, just something,
Okay.
a good
Ace
crossbow.
is just going around with them, just to see what kind of information he can pick up.
Sayers
So he's
did
just
the
like he's
same.
just listening listening
Yeah,
around.
Same.
Okay. So I'll say, like, at the, like, quote unquote, like, cash register, quote unquote, is just this, like, probably about in his 20s-year-old dude who's just keeping inventory. Like, he's currently just, like, doing inventory. And when you guys come in and the door rings, he basically is like, oh, please have a look around. If you have any questions, you can ask myself, or if you have questions on armory, you can ask Lacey. And there's a girl who is adjusting a mannequin that has armor on it, and she looks at you and kind of gives a small wave before going back to what she's doing.
So, Ulfin proceeds to look at the crossbows to find and purchase one, quite obviously, because he does need his crossbow.
Okay.
He needs his ranged weapon.
There are a couple different there's a couple different types of crossbows. Mostly the differences are the types of wood that they are made out of. So like the colorations are different. There are some that are made of just pure metals, which are a little bit more expensive. There is also a what the fuck would you call it? Chamber, sure. A glass and wooden chamber that has and it's a very big one that has different types of weapons that are made of Damascus steel.
Not going for the Damascus steel, but he does look at the more
Oh
metal
shit! Folded steel.
He does look at the more metal crossbows because that's what he's more used to.
They're the
Oh, you fool! That's clearly high carbon steel.
there's the probably the best one for you would be like the silver one, made out of silver.
Yeah. How much for this, my good man?
Or sorry, iron. I like whatever the fuck it's called, iron. I don't know why I called it silver. It would cost you silver, but it is made out of iron.
He turns towards the shopkeep. How much for this one, my good man?
Oh, that one. And he puts the book aside and walks over. This one, I believe in the books, is 6 silver.
I'll take it. After all, I left my crossbow at home.
All right. Did you want to try it out before you purchase it?
Of course. Just to be sure that it is quality. Though, of course I do trust.
Of course. And he kind of looks around at everyone else. Does anyone else need to try anything before I show him off?
No.
What swords you got?
Oh, well, we have tons. What sort of sword are you looking for? Rapier, flat, steel? What are we thinking about?
Just show me your best.
Well, besides our Damascus steel types, and there, he gestures toward a sword that, has a sword that is, curved to it. It has, this curve to it and is, very, thick and kind of flat. Besides, this one, we also have similar ones like these, and he gestures to more stronger iron ones that come in multiple different types. but something you notice is that it is just the blades, and the hilts are missing.
Are these unfinished?
Yes, for now, at least. We pride ourselves on being able to customize the weapons before we send them off. Our pride is in making sure that you walk out of here with what you truly want, and not something you like.
Got it. Hey Finn, how long are we planning to stay here?
We shall be in town for a couple of days. I want to gather some information before we set off to our true destination.
Gotcha. How long will it take you how long does it take you to make a short sword out of Damascus?
A Damascus steel? Well, and he kind of goes, 1 minute, and he goes back over to the table and he does some math in his book really quickly, and he's like muttering to himself, and he's like, okay, if we did that, then that, depending on the hilt that you get, it could take, especially if I call in, it most likely would take roughly about 2 to 3 days.
We can stay longer if need be. After all, I do not want you to be without a fine weapon.
AB, how truthful is that?
What?
The amount of time he said?
The time? Okay. Do you want to roll to find out how true that is?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I feel like I would know a thing or two,
No,
Oh,
stop,
for-
Savvy.
For
Okay.
the weapon.
right?
Do you want to roll?
I would. Yeah, I think I will. But yeah, basically, I'm just like I'm considering where I came from.
Right.
Yeah. What am I looking at?
I'm gonna say. Honestly, I'm gonna say history. I'm gonna make you roll history,
Yeah.
because it would be
Cool.
that sort of like knowledge for you.
Gonna be a 14.
Okay. You have a slight feeling that most likely he's telling the truth, but there is that slight thought of, okay, but how good is the weapon going to actually be? Because you
Okay.
guys are very close to Vegala, which is where Damascus steel comes from. So for it to be shipped to where you currently are isn't impossible, but it would be cutting it close. Because to come in, unless they had some, like, if you used a carriage, because there is no train. I mean, you could take the train, but to take the train from Vegala to where you currently are would take probably about like 2 days. But if they took the carriage as a straight path, it would take close to 2.5. So it's one of those things where it is plausible, but is a little iffy on how
And
true that math is.
Like that 2 to 3 days, is that like assuming he already has materials on hand?
It's if
Or is
they-
that 2 to 3
that's-
days
so that's
because
if
they
he-
need the materials?
That is if they want to either and he'll ask if he wants to use one of the swords that they have that they can meld into what he wants, or they can get fresh material for him. That is what makes the difference.
Okay.
So, which I will ask you, do you want it really changes, do you want fresh materials brought in, or is there a sword that you would like to use from the Damascus section that you would like to use as a base?
Is there anything interesting in there? I kind of just turn my head and just kind of eye the section.
There are short swords. None of them are anything like fancy, but they have like some etchings on them that look a little like, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. Okay.
Bless you.
So, they do have some like etchings on them, but nothing like it's Damascus steel. So,
Fair enough.
I mean, the way that Damascus steel works is the pull already. They don't really like. It's nothing like you like. I mean, you can add fun stuff to it, but Damascus steel itself is the initial pull. So
I see. Fair enough. I kind of just pull out my short sword and just kind of hand it over to him.
What would you like me to do with this?
I kind of look at the sword, look at the other swords. Rice is thinking very hard.
You know, if you don't want a new sword completely, we always can add a charm to it. For strengthening, if that's...
I will take that.
Okay. Great. Can I have your sword,
man is
please? It'll take 24 hours.
Yeah, he hands the sword over.
Great. Do you have a preferred color that we etch it with?
Red, please.
Absolutely. And he takes the sword. He very gently, like, holds the sword. He's just like, okay. And he takes the sword and he takes it over to
Anastasius
his
nonplussed says, how thematic.
I'll say that this is when you come in and you're watching him like take the sword and walk over. And he, looks over.
Comes in, sees all this happening.
Yeah. And
Rice is
This
a
is
little
very-
intense about weapons, alright? Look.
This very concerned
While
shopkeep.
this was
That's
all
fine.
happening, Ulfin does approach the woman who was with the armors and stuff.
Okay, I'll say that she's humming to herself. She's like,
No,
He approaches
no.
her. Good
Oh,
evening,
you
good evening, my fine woman. I have a question.
Yes.
Has anything strange happened in town recently? Out of the ordinary people about? Or anything peculiar that has caught your eye?
Well, we did have a wonderful musician come through recently. But besides that, nothing too interesting.
This musician, would you perhaps know her name or what she looked like?
Oh dear. I believe she had brown hair, and I think her name was Lila? I only heard her in passing. I spent most of my time here.
Ulfin would signal to God, I forgot his name.
You know him as
Ace.
Ace.
Ace. Yeah. My brain is fried still.
You're fine.
I would signal over to Ace. Like, my good man, it seems that performer you were looking for was recently here.
That much I knew already. I'm just... do you happen to know, when they would have left?
Oh gosh. I believe she left yesterday. She said something about going to, I believe, Harbington. Apparently, there are some very adorable new pets that you can pick up there, and she wanted to donate to the cause. She seemed like such a wonderful lady.
Harbington. That's not too far from here. Okay. Thank you very much.
Of course.
I see. Well, that's quite interesting. Anything else of note?
Masozi's got some new books in.
I thank you. It does not appear you have the information I seek. However, he takes a rose from his coat and hands it to her. For one as beautiful as you, that is not a problem. I
Oh,
thank you for your
right.
time, my darling.
Well, thank you very much. And she takes the rose and she puts it behind her ear.
After that, Ulfin heads to test out the crossbow. And after
Yeah.
I want to do something dumb.
What do you want to do?
I would
I
also like
wanna
to do something dumb.
I
Oh
want to
boy.
count how many times this is now that he has offered a rose to a random person since I knew him
7
in the
times.
train 3 days
7
ago.
times. I'm gonna
7
just
times.
Damn.
This is the 7th time now.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm gonna just say this that this is the 7th time for funsies.
Ninja.
Where does he get?
Fun.
Where the hell does he get that many roses?
A rose is a symbol of beauty.
Hey,
Anyway.
Bee.
Hey, Ray.
Can I rob them?
Rob who?
What
The
are you-
store.
What are you trying to steal?
I don't know, like a dagger or something.
You may certainly try.
Cool, cool.
Really gonna try
What
to
What
rob
do
a
I
smithy?
roll?
You can roll for sneakiness. Stealth.
Okay, because I also have sleight of hand, but is that different?
Well, you first of all have to make. This is a very small store, so first you have to sneak
Okay.
over to the area
Okay, okay.
to be not seen, and then to steal it is your sleight of hand.
Luckily, I have high stealth, so
Yeah.
hopefully I roll well.
And I'm gonna roll to see if they catch you.
I thought I would roll better.
Mm.
Don't roll well.
Oh my.
We put a...
I'm just gonna
Oh,
check my passive perception
no.
real quick.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What did you roll?
Right.
By the
I-
way, alright.
I got
I put it in the chat.
Let's see.
Well, that's a roll.
that's a 12.
Yeah.
Who has a passive perception
Yeah.
above a 12 or meets a 12?
16.
11. But that would make
14.
sense because I'm currently engrossed in conversation, so yeah.
That does make sense.
But
14.
I was like, I'll do great because
Give me
I
one
have
second,
plus
guys.
6, and then it's like,
I
I mean, technically, you
What?
haven't done anything yet. All you did was get.
Yeah. I'm just sneaking
always
across the
see-
room.
Oh yeah, all we see is that you're just being a little
My
slippery
passive
little
insight
guy.
is my passive insight is 14.
Or perception or insight?
perception.
Insight. Oh yeah, perception's 13.
I mean, you see, like
Okay,
most
I mean,
of
we
people-
both noticed at least.
Um,
instant clock.
Rias, Finn, and I notice. I mean, it is a small shop.
To be
I
fair,
run your
noticed it
team.
too.
too.
Shush.
I think everyone noticed it.
No, not me. I have an
Man.
11.
Like, I'm not gonna say anything until something happens, but I do kind of, my vision kind of glances over.
So, where are you moving, sweetheart?
You know, dagger direction.
Do you reach for anything?
Yes.
Okay. The girl, she goes over to you and grabs your wrist and looks at you and says, "Oh, did you want to try out a dagger?"
Just looking.
Okay. And she lets go of you. And she says, "Please, next time, don't touch anything. We'll be handing you things if you want to try anything."
I'll do my best to keep my hands to myself.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Do I? I want to see if that's truthful or not. How do I do that? I'll see if he was telling the truth.
I guess that's a perception. And then Ray
Is
has
that-
to answer.
Insight, probably?
I
Insight?
feel like that
Yeah.
might be in. Alright, let's do insight. That's a cocked. Let's do that again. That is that's a 7, but I get plus 6, so 13.
Okay. Right.
Do I have to?
You answer.
I mean, I'm mostly truthful.
He's inciting you, and I'm not you, so.
Mostly truthful. I will try to keep my hands to myself.
It's one of those things where it's you could try either persuasion or deception. You don't have to say which one, but you could try either one.
Mm. You know, I'll try. I'll do my best.
What'd you get?
What do you mean? What did I get?
Are you saying that you're gonna try your best to roll, or are you just gonna try your best in
You
general
get-
to not touch
are you
it?
gonna
I'm
roll
try,
a persuasion
I'm just
or
gonna try my
deception?
best in general to keep my hands to myself.
Okay. Good.
Zay will do his
Okay.
best to behave.
Alright.
Anastasius looks at this tiny little dog creature and
I'm not
just
that
sits
small.
there. Well, you are very small.
I am just a normal
After-
human.
Yeah, normal human.
After paying for the crossbow,
Mm-hmm.
Ulfin does approach Zaya.
Okay.
And just kind of look at him.
Just
Okay,
gonna
give another
glare
dose.
back at him.
You know, you didn't say much on the train.
That's because I have nothing to say.
Well, if you're ever looking for good company or simply wish to talk, or if you wish for anything from this fine establishment, just let me know.
I'll keep that in mind.
He then, leaves Zaya be.
Mm-hmm.
I checked to see if he was flirting. No, I'm joking.
Okay. So with that, you then so now Reyes, you not Reyes, sorry, Rias.
Yes.
You now need to, purchase your sword stuff. But you also have to talk
How
about
much? Yeah. What's it?
So he is writing down, like, okay, so you want it in red, you want strengthening. How much exact strengthening do you just want it to, like, extra hit? Do you want it to just be, like, be able to hit better? What are we thinking? Basically, he's asking, do you want additional hit points, or do you want better accuracy?
Accuracy is fine.
All right. Accuracy in red. We can have this done definitely by tomorrow. So most likely, when probably about midday, we'd be able to have that done.
Excellent.
Out of curiosity, what, would the crossbow I bought, would it be a light, heavy,
I'm just gonna say it's light.
Okay. Just checking. So I can add that to my inventory.
Okay.
I would like to say, for the first time this trip, Rias smiles.
Oh.
He actually smiles.
Gasp. Okay. Anything
Mm.
else anyone wants to do?
I think the Anastasius has just been overseeing everything, and he doesn't really do much other than look. But once that whole exchange with Arias and the shopkeep is finished, he starts feeling a little ruffle under his coat. He just looks down and says, "No, we're not doing that." The ruffle under his coat. No, it's too expensive. Then the ruffling just stops. I don't know if any of you will be able to overhear that.
I don't know how far away you were from me, so probably not.
By the doorway. And then again, the shop is still very small. And what B says.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not that
Sure,
big.
I'll roll to see if I'll roll to see if
I will
Ulfin noticed-
also roll.
Yeah, just to see if Ulfin noticed anything. My passive
What am I
perception-
rolling?
Yeah.
Probably just
I
perception.
don't know what I should be rolling to hide that.
Where's perception? There's
Well, I
perception.
probably noticed something.
What do you do?
What if
Why
I
Why
was
do I
just
roll
like,
so badly?
what if I was
You're
like,
gonna stay in a
whisper, whisper,
second.
whisper, 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 whisper.
I probably noticed something, given that it was.
I roll so badly every time.
8.
It'd be like that.
Zaya
don't know
should be
what
good
I'm-
at hearing things.
Yeah.
I know what I'm
that's what I
supposed to
rolled.
match with that. That
That's what I rolled.
19.
So,
Okay,
I
I
probably
need
noticed something.
Yeah,
at
Ulfin's
least.
good.
I need to ask, what do I do against these?
I mean,
Probably sleight of
Yeah,
hand,
I
I
yeah,
guess.
I was gonna say sleight of hand.
Is it sleight of hand?
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, you're trying to
be-
pat down your robe, I guess.
Trying to pat down my robe that suddenly had a ruffling into it, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to hush it. I guess a sleight of hand. Okay, I'll try that. That's an 8 or a where is it? 11. So
I mean, my passive perception beats that, but I also
Hey,
rolled 19. So
wait, Reyes, what's your character's passive perception?
Give me a second to mentally realize what you're talking about and then find it on the sheet.
well-
12.
Okay, both of you know that.
Cool.
See, the funny thing is, I
No.
don't even know what the fuck you're doing.
Oh, you should see it on the notes, but then I'll tell you just in case.
My fucking notes.
Hold on.
Are you DMing her? Are you DMing the DM?
What the fuck did you do?
7. Did you see my notes?
Only the stuff you've given me.
Speaking with keyboard.
Wait, what did you say?
In speaking with keyboard.
I'm not making stuff up, okay? I promise. I'm not being bad. I'm not being a bad player. I hope I'm not.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know what exactly, So Finn does take note of what happened. He, observes and just kind of watches. Doesn't say anything right now, but does kind of keep a mental note of how strange that all was.
Right.
Oh boy.
Because I mean, again, I rolled a 19, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I saw all of that.
You 100%, well, 95% heard and saw him panning down
Yeah.
his ruffling coat. Shit.
Yeah, Finn doesn't act on it right now, but
All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to do in here?
Not I.
Zaya is ready to leave when everyone else is.
Finn is good to. Finn turns to almost said Reyes, and it's like, are you good? Are you ready?
Rice? Yeah.
Reyes, yeah, almost said. Oh,
I
yeah, I keep wanting to say Reyes, but it's not.
The thing I do will be as we are leaving. So whenever we are near the door.
Okay.
So yeah.
Hey, Frank, you want to tell everybody about what happened in the hotel?
As we leave.
Okay. So if you guys are all on your way out,
Yep, we're on our way out.
And as we're on our way out, and when we exit the door, Anastasius is just gonna sigh, very disappointed, pointingly, and just say, by the by, there are no rooms in the Daffodil Hotel. The only other establishment capable of housing us, I suppose, is ill-advised, I should say.
Oh, and
Oh, well, what is the option?
ill-advised location?
Oh, don't tell me.
He takes up his staff and points it all the way to what I assume is the direction of the Pleasure Hotel. Is there a gigantic billboard that says Pleasure Hotel?
No.
What's a
but it
billboard?
is-
Is there a giant
There's-
Sign.
attached poster?
Sign.
Is it
it
giant
a very
parchment?
large. It is a very large building that has like Grecian pillars out front, and it has.
He points to the
um,
gigantic building
yeah.
in this tiny town
I mean, it's not gigantic.
with his
it's like-
staff.
It's like, but it's decent sized. Yeah.
Well, that
You can
looks
see
like,
it over most buildings.
Well, that looks like quite the lovely location. I
The
see
issue
no problem
being?
with this.
The issue
I mean-
being, it's. Why must I say when it is obvious?
It looks like a building. What are you implying?
It's a whorehouse! He screams it out. Everyone can hear.
Again, I fail to see the problem.
Yeah,
Oh
no.
what a shame.
I mean, typically, if you check in as a group of 2, you just get a room. That's how those establishments also work.
I don't. He's holding
Shall
his tongue.
anyone
He has
like to
many
bunk
things he
with
wants to
me?
say. Hold on. Where's the what cantrips do I have?
What are you trying to do?
No, I got nothing. Yeah, I'm just. Anastasius just gives him a pointed stare.
Okay.
I feel like that is-
Anastasius, how old did you say you were again?
How old are you? It's crazy.
I'm saying this. Bear in mind, Ace probably doesn't look that much, if at all, older than you.
I should like to say first that he has not mentioned his name yet.
You just say that
so
you introduced yourself. No,
he
you
is not.
introduced yourself.
He is expressly not. You know, he is expressly not
Yeah.
introducing
Okay,
himself.
let me
to these
rephrase then.
people.
Let me rephrase then. You, uppity one. What? How old did you say you were?
Uppity one's fucking wild.
I see no reason to divulge further information to you.
Well, I'm just saying. It seems like you were operating off a very limited knowledge on how those establishments work.
I do not see the point in what you're saying. Now I shall go.
Finn, I need you to look at me.
Yes.
We are not going to make any unneeded purchases.
Why an unneeded purchase when whenever good companions here could bunk with me?
Finn,
On second thought, I needn't the company.
that's what I thought you were saying. Now let's go get us a room.
Can I pull open a side and just whisper to him, we are going to make all the unneeded purchases?
Wow, very direct. Very upfront. You just met
We
him.
will buy the entire building.
Wait, no.
By the end of the night, we will own
Just as a note,
this
that was
place.
not Ace. That was Joseph, the player, the person.
Oh, that was 100% Ace. That was 100%.
This fell apart so.
All right. Are we gonna go to the house?
Yes, Elfin sets in the direction of the pleasure house.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Fine woman, fine drink. Tonight shall be a lovely evening.
Anastasius just looks at Rias and just says, "Does he do this often?"
He does this all the time.
You two could learn to live a little. After all, why pass up a chance for beauty?
You frequent these establishments?
I frequent many a place where beauty can be found.
Yes. Yes, he does.
All right. Are you guys gonna go in?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Sadly.
Unfortunately, he's fucking wild.
So you go in.
Sadly.
You go in, and there is a reception desk.
Unts, unts, unts. The music.
No, there's no music. It genuinely looks very like clean and peaceful and like very chill. It looks very chill. And
Ulfin-
Deceptive.
Ulfin approaches the desk and Finn approaches the desk and with a smile he says, "Me and my companions are simply looking for a place to rest our heads. I know that is not a typical request of this type of establishment. However, I do hope you could accommodate us."
So behind the reception desk is a man with like tan skin, blonde hair, and he is wearing a pink shirt and a pink tie, and his sleeves are like rolled up to his elbows.
Oh no, he's sexy.
And he's just like, "Oh, well, yeah, of course. So you don't need the companion book? You just want rooms?"
That is correct, my good man.
Oh,
We are only in town for a couple of days, and I hope that is not a bother that we are staying here.
Of course not. Did you want one big room for all of you? Separate rooms? What?
Separate rooms if available, please.
I'm good with whatever you have.
Okay. Well, we have rooms for two. We have rooms for ones, and are we all separate rooms?
As I said, I do not mind sharing a room. However, I'm not sure if my companions are of the same mind. Despite how it may seem, we only just met, and we did share a train car on the way here, but they may wish for their own rooms. You can ask them.
Well, that depends. How much is it per?
Well, again, it depends on the size of the room. So if you wanted a single bedroom, then it would be a silver with no companion. It would be a silver a night. And then if you all wanted to stay in one room, it would be 3 silver a night. So
Is cheaper. Mm.
It is up to you. It is up to each of you. Should you wish to stay in your own room, or if we shall all share a room. As I said, I am fine either way, but I do not wish to make my companions uncomfortable.
I can bunk with Fan.
In a theoretical, how much would it be for a single room with rotating companions?
Do you want to look at the companion book?
Rise kind of side eyes Ace.
My, I did not know.
Anastasia's wildly side-eyes.
My, you do not seem the type to indulge in such pleasures, my good man.
Full of surprises.
Well, if
You know, whatever. It's not my money.
well, if you had a singular room with rotating companions, different companions cost different money.
I see.
Depending on their skill levels, so it really depends on you.
How long are we considering on staying here? I like motion to the group, like addressing the collective.
I'm only in town
Couple
for
days.
me and my good friend are only in town for a couple of days. We need to set out soon, as we are travelers after all, and we all want to perform where we want. Staying in one place is awfully dull after all.
Frank?
Well, I still need to stay in town either way to
Right.
gather information.
No, Frank.
Frank is dead.
Frank has
Oh
died.
wait,
No!
I'm being. No, I'm still here. I'm just being silent because I didn't. Okay. I'll start this right now. Maximum of 3 days, I suppose. Reyes, your turn.
Yes, I know it's my turn. I suppose I'll be staying for 3 days as well. If
Okay.
I must.
So then let's say the 3 that get the most clientele.
Yeah,
Um,
um, this is why I didn't want to be here.
all right. And he takes out this book and he kind of puts it on the reception table, spins it around, and opens it. Well, to be fair, the most clientele, again, it depends on your preferences. But we have hold on.
In the general sense, the most popular.
All right.
By the numbers.
By the numbers. All right. That would be. And he's like flipping through the book. I'm writing them down so I don't forget.
Of course, yeah.
Sorry, hang on. Did you say that they're this is Keith talking, by the way. Did you say that did you say that they're separated by skill level? Is there a final boss of prostitutes here?
A final boss of prostitution. Holy hell!
Man,
Oh,
man, I love I love the rock of prostitutes.
This is fucking. Can we do a fucking? Can we do a tower challenge where you go
So
from
there's-
the least
Tower challenge?
like in Mortal Kombat, the tower.
Okay,
Go from the
okay.
least to the most.
The existence of a final boss of prostitutes implies there's a secret boss of prostitutes as well.
Oh lord, there's a secret. No, it's
Looking at
it's
him.
it's the receptionist right now.
You know what? Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I
so-
rolled to seduce
No.
the one in front.
Hold on. So he looks through and he flips it and he says, our top 3 are currently Terrence, Mercury, and Ellie.
Parents.
If those are the 3 that see the most clients by numbers, sure. What are we looking at? Or well, we'll keep mine on a separate one, just that way they don't have to deal with this math.
Yeah, awesome. It's not my money.
So if you were to have Terrence with you, then that would be 5 silver. Melly is 3, and Mercury is a gold.
Okay. And then with the 3 days, so that's 3 silver. So that's we'll call that an even gold, 2 gold. We'll call it an even 3 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Seems more than doable.
So
Just as a note for the people in the audience, an aristocratic lifestyle is about a gold a day.
I'm nobility, and even I think this is too much.
It's not my money.
I need in the
And
compartment.
it better not be his either.
I have given my word that I will not indulge in such pleasures while here. So
And I am thankful for that.
I shall
With your
simply-
own money. Those pleasures in his money.
Elfin turns towards the other 2. What of you 2? Do you mind sharing a room, or would you prefer to stay on your own?
Staying on my own, thank you very much. I don't do too well with others. Especially in a situation such as this.
And
um,
turns towards.
I think I might not
That's
have.
fair. Do you need earplugs or something?
I think I might not have explained this well. If all of you shared a room, it wouldn't be 3 silver for all of you. It would be 3 silver for the room.
And turns towards Zaya. And what of you, my good man? Do you care? Would you prefer your own room, or are you fine sharing?
I don't care.
Hmm.
I'll share if I have to.
Turns back. Ulfin turns back towards the receptionist. Then it seems that at least 3 of us will be sharing a room. And you needn't worry. He places the silver on the table.
I believe there was still change from my room set as well. Just put it on that one.
Mhm.
Easier than having to break up coins.
You needn't worry about paying on my account. I am
Okay.
We'll call it an IOU then.
as you wish, my good man. And do not worry, I am always one to pay my debt.
Aha. Okay, so 2 rooms?
It appears 3, as our fine, quieter companion over there does prefer his alone time.
Very well.
Do not.
And he starts writing down, and he looks at Ace, and he says, and each day you would like a different person to be in your room. Do you have a preference on who comes in first? Or are you having the same person for the 3 days?
Oh no, it's from the 3 days. Basically, each one of them on a different day.
All right. Do you have a preference on who comes in first?
None.
All right. I'll just put him as Terrence first, and then Melly, and then Mercury, and we'll do that. Okay, and then okay. If all of you could put your names down in the book, that way we know that you were here, and that way no one can steal your rooms from you.
And Finn signs his name.
As does Ace. Just marks down his as Ace.
Yeah, he signs his name as, of course, as Finn the Mirian.
Rice also signs his name.
As Anastasius is writing his name as, nobody, I guess separated as first name no, last name body. He glances up to this admittedly very attractive receptionist and asks, by the by, standard lodgings and companion rooms, are they separated, my good sir?
Oh, yes. On one side, and he gestures to the left. On this side is where we keep people who either bring their own companions or by themselves, and then on this side is where we keep people who are using our services.
Understood. Thank you kindly. And he writes down his name.
Well,
Right.
it's certainly nice to meet you, Mr. Body.
I thought your name was No. I thought your first name was No, your middle name was Ba, and your last name was D.
No, see, because the B is uppercase and the D
I'm currently
is still
flanked by 2
lowercase.
people figuring out the logistics of my name.
Well, that is not what you said on the train at all. Are you a liar, good sir?
No one has noticed that Zaya hasn't written down his name.
Oh, the
Well, I've
receptionist
noticed,
is just
but
staring
Anastasius
at
did
you.
not.
Which I've put a picture.
Just
Can you
because I
two not
think just because I think it's funny, Zaya will put down his full name. All 4 words.
All
Perfect.
4 words.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Ulfin,
The government name.
While Zaya is doing that, Ulfin does look at Zaya. I do not believe I have gotten your name yet, by the way.
Well, it's right there on the page if you want to look.
He does look.
Anastasius,
he
out of
says that while
curiosity,
looking at
looks.
the name, just to see.
What's the full name again? Zaya.
His full name is Zaya Asphodia Yarrow Alceus.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Zaya. As you know, my name is Finn. I do hope
I
that
thought you were the annoying blonde one.
No, he's that too. Anyways, body, is that like
A-B.
foreign?
Oh, wait, no. It.
Finn does give
If
a
you
rope,
should know,
a,
if you should know, it is
during all
it is
this.
Western Vagalan, nearing Lancastrian borders.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And
no, it is just 2 words. Not a middle. My middle name isn't Bo. It's just no and body. All right, it's nobody.
God, your parents must have hated you to have your first name be No.
I'm gonna kill both of you in your sleep.
Do you have a sibling named Yes?
Yes, body? That doesn't feel right.
Maybe, maybe they're named Sam.
I will not discuss with the both of
Psalm
you
is
the
good.
logistics of my.
Yes.
I will not speak with either of you about the logistics of my name, nor will I divulge on my family lineage.
You know, what, Ace might be joking, but Rias is only half joking.
I think Rias is actually just dead set on figuring out the name.
all right. So,
Speaking of names, B,
yeah,
I have a question.
I have an answer.
I see Zaya's name. I would like to know if I recognize any of those 4 names. Maybe not the first one.
Roll for knowledge. History.
Knowledge. Is this a history? There we go.
Yeah.
That's
Also, while you're rolling for that, I'm gonna say that the guy brings out some keys, and it's a key that has like a little number on it, and he puts them on the table and says, "All right, these are your keys. And if you need anything, my name's Aaron, and I'm currently the person who owns this establishment. So
nice.
if you need anything, just
I'm sorry to do this to you, Reyes.
Oh.
And B, you know how
Yeah.
Anastasius is Vegalan leaning.
yeah.
I'm just saying that right now. Yeah, I don't know if that's anything, but
Oh Jesus!
What did you roll?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
What did you roll?
27.
Oh, 27.
And that 20 plus 7, 27.
Too bad you don't.
Well, damn.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Frank. Too bad you don't.
Oh, you dad? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about him.
No.
Damn,
Fuck
that's
you,
an
Frank.
enormous DC.
Fuck you.
That or there was just no roll at all.
I mean,
Sometimes you just roll the dice for fun.
you might have, you might have
My best
heard,
roll is now gone.
You might have heard in the wind something, but
In the wind.
In the wind.
Okay.
no.
Do I'm just gonna ask, do I know any other names in that ledger? Or do I know any other names in that ledger? That is just open to that particular page?
Nope.
Nothing, huh? Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing at a quick glance. Or
Nope.
even at a nat 20 glance.
Nope.
Okie
Nope.
dokie.
Hey,
That's all I
B
need
for
to know.
fun.
Yeah.
And I?
Yeah.
Everyone
History,
just wants
correct?
to know if they know me.
Yep. Just,
You also don't need to tell me anything. You can just tell me a yes or no, and if I wanted, and if I want to ask anything else, I will.
yeah,
Just let me know a yes or no.
you can roll. Absolutely.
History,
Can
correct?
I roll if I know myself?
If you know you suddenly have an episode and you don't know who you are anymore.
I also there's something I wanted to ask you about. Omega Man. I'm going to allow you to roll with advantage once a day on history.
Oh yeah, because
What
he's
is
a.
this?
Specifically on history.
Because he's a what?
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
what was
Cool.
that? Because he's
Yeah,
a what?
okay, I'll-
I'm talking to Omega Man.
Yeah, I'll use it
Okay.
for this one.
Alright.
Still only a 15, but yeah.
You rolled it twice and you got the same number twice?
No, I got a lower number on the second one.
Ah, okay, so it's still 15. Are you
Yeah.
looking just like at all the names?
In a couple senses, I'm, like, does the name or like the lineage that these names
Zaya's
imply?
Zaya's last
Yeah.
name is familiar to you.
Okay.
You 100% remember it being in, you remember it from when you used to, be in, Peledon.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So around the time where I was just fucking around there. Okay.
My nat 20 plus 7 was not able to beat a 15. I'm so sad.
Yeah, apologies, but based on your history, and the story we put for you, you would not know.
My goal is just dead set. I want my drugs back. Nothing else.
Alright, anything else that we would like to do before we go to our
Anyone
room?
else want to check if they know me?
Ulfin doesn't pry, he simply heads to the room. Well, Finn doesn't pry, he simply heads to the room.
Well, if Finn's not prying, I'm not.
Alright, then, are we going to sleep?
God, what if he has a...
At 4 in
what
the
if he's-
afternoon?
Well, no.
We're not going to sleep.
Yeah,
We're
not
just
going to
setting.
sleep.
Well, honestly,
Kinda-
just going to
They're
his
just
room
checking
and-
out the room like you do at a normal hotel.
Yep.
They're just checking out the hotel room.
That's fair.
Drop off the luggage and all that shit. I guess.
Mhm.
Alright. Oh, I will say that, Aaron does stop you, Ace, and asks, approximately what time would you like the first person to show up to your room?
Well, we'll call it perhaps around 8.
Alright. Would you like any sort of things brought up to the room? Champagne? Other things?
Boob.
Whatever the favorite drink of the person who is.
Coming up
Whatever the favorite drink of them is. Yeah.
of that person is? Okay.
Yeah.
Very well. I will, let Terrence know. Alright, and then are you guys gonna look around? Because there's still, like, a bakery you guys can go to. There's a whole bookstore.
Once Ulfin sets his stuff down, at least, sets the stuff that he doesn't need to carry on him down, Finn does head back out.
Yeah, Rias does the same.
Okay. Where...
Can I go with the annoying blonde one and his grumpy friend?
Yes, of course you can. Where are you guys going?
Let's see. So bakery, bookstore. What else we got?
I don't know.
Basically, that's kind of it, and then the rest is just housing from the people.
Gotcha.
That live
I don't know about you all, but I am personally going to try to find something of substance to eat. The only thing that I've had today aside from breakfast has been that snack.
there. That was on the train, yeah. Yeah, I'll
Damn,
say
that
it's
was some crisp water.
I'll say it's a bakery, but like that's the main thing. But it also has like a restaurant attached to it, like a proper restaurant.
Anastas just thinks about that proclamation just because confectionery treats a fulfilling meal. It does not. It is not.
It's food. What do you think, Finn?
You see Finn flirting with someone over there. No.
Oh, god damn it.
Evan.
No!
Ruh-roh.
He's dead. No.
7 no.
Damn, it really do be like that.
No.
It's fine, I can play Ulfin.
Oh. You're gonna have Finn kiss Zaya.
Hello, can you hear me now?
It's like,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
with
okay,
a
hi,
child
yeah,
with
yeah.
dolls.
Oh, I
A
see.
7. No. Finn comes back with a kiss on his cheek.
Sorry about that. My microphone got disconnected somehow.
Darn.
I love this. I love when things just stop working.
Eh,
I
don't
was saying that Finn's gonna head to the bookstore first.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Well,
said
if
he's-
he's in that direction, I'm going there
Finn
too.
is kind of while walking. Finn is keeping his eyes out for anything out of the ordinary.
May I
Everything's-
accompany
Oh.
this man onto the bookstore?
Is everyone
No.
going to the bookstore?
Ah!
I mean, I'm going there.
I'll start making my way towards the bakery.
Okay. Anyone else going to the bakery?
I will go to the bakery because I have questions.
Okay. So
You're
Hey,
also
fetch me a
hungry.
croissant.
we will start with Ace and Zaya then. Alright, so you guys walk over to the bakery. The bakery's name is Wholesome Delights. That's what it's called. It's called Wholesome Delights. And it also is like attached. It's attached to the hotel. So like there's that in between section that's like the restaurant. So that's like kind of connected to it as well.
Mhm.
And there is a woman who's behind the counter who is just she's currently decorating a cake when you walk in, and she looks up and says, "Oh, welcome."
For two.
Oh, would you like a seat?
Yes.
Very well, give me a second. And she puts down her icing and grabs 2 menus and escorts you to a 2-person table and puts them in front of you. So what can I get you?
What do you recommend for an early dinner?
An early dinner. Well, we have fish, potatoes. I will say that the macaroni and cheese is my personal favorite. We also have smaller things. Perhaps it depends on how hungry you are. But we also have smaller things, like beef stew or just something to cleanse the palate of just some cheese and crackers. If you're just more of a snack right now.
Do a beef stew.
All right. And for you, cutie? And she looks at Zaya.
I'll have the same.
Very well. That will be 5 copper for both of you.
Just looks at Ace, waiting.
Can I help you?
Just I sigh and reach into my bag and hand her the money.
All right, I'll go get that started.
I slide over some the amount that I owe to Zaya after they walk away. It's awkward for them to carry 2 amounts of money.
Huh. Neat.
Can I just make an out of character comment?
Yeah.
Her Mega Man was doing the same accent.
What?
What?
You, for just like the slightest moment, you were doing the same accent as me.
I didn't hear it, but that's hilarious.
Just a little silly. Don't worry about
All right, so
As we're waiting for the food. What interesting name you have there.
I could say the same to you. Random brown-haired guy who I know nothing about.
What? Okay, just a little bit of context. I did only write down Ace.
Yes, but I wasn't paying attention.
You know what? Fair.
So true.
Zaya doesn't care what people's
You know?
names are.
Okay. Thank you. I'd like I like to think I pick my names quite well.
You pick your names.
It's like a nickname.
I'm not here, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I like that you're answering his questions, though he's like in an entire different store.
Yeah. No. That's not Ace
Telepathy.
answering. That's me, the person Joseph answering.
That's also
Of
me, the
which-
person, Frank, doing bits.
I would like to remind I would like to remind you that Rias asked for a croissant. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I
It
know.
was-
I'm gonna
was
get it
that-
on our way out. Don't worry.
Thank
Is that Rise or is
God.
that Pete?
Oh, that was Rias. Definitely Rias. Rias wants a croissant, but he's still at the bookstore, so don't worry about that.
Such a nobility thing to do. Order the
so-
person they just met to do stuff for them.
So I'm gauging Zaya. Like I'm looking them up and down. Do they look at all familiar? In any like what's the word I'm looking for? A characteristic type way. Like Zaya, does like Zaya look like familiar in any sort of like characteristic type way?
I don't know. Hold on. Hold on, sorry. What are we looking at? Sorry.
So I'm gauging Zaya up and down, right? I'm looking him up, I'm looking him over. Does he have any sort of like familiar characteristics in any sort of way?
No, I didn't see anything.
Okay. Your family name is quite interesting.
What's interesting about it?
I was under the assumption that none were still around.
Oh.
You could consider myself a historian, and that was a weird fucking time for that small little part of the continent.
B, I have a question for you, but it's lore related.
Mhm.
Can I DM you?
Hmm?
I guess this is also technically a question for Omega Man.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat.
What did you find?
Let's see.
Come on.
I'm writing as fast as I can.
No, I would not be able to sense that at all.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Just checking.
I can't sense anything weird on you.
Okay. Cool.
How about the heterochromia?
I used to sing people with two eye colors before.
What about the weird pants that aren't pants at all?
Oh my god, the homophobia in the eyes.
That took a second to process.
I'm just saying, them pants are weird.
Okay, I am gonna say that I think sorry, my brain stopped for a second.
You could do it, B.
Thank you.
What you're trying to say is that we're
hear
too
the-
boring.
I
You
can hear
want
the
to hang out
AOL
with
noise.
Seven.
I
I
can
was
hear
gonna
the
say-
AOL noises going.
My brain just stopped for a second. So I think that we will stop here, and we will next week go, and then
No.
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 well, I think it would be good.
Man.
But I haven't made any flirty comments yet, and Frank keeps DMing me.
We can do it. I promise.
Finn's flirted with multiple people already.
Anyways,
I got
everyone.
my sword's getting upgraded. I'm more than happy.
Zaya is
Not
included
Rias.
in
Me personally.
Yeah.
I like that Zaya is not included in the list of people that Finn has flirted with. He has simply just been polite to Zaya so
Yeah,
far.
how dare you?
Listen,
But hey, you guys now know my character's name, Mr.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
You also know Zaya's name.
No one else
You
decided
guys
to
know
make the
Finn. I mean,
reference, so
Finn
I
told you his
I
name.
decided to.
Finn told you his name out the gate.
Okay. Everyone, say goodnight to everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
So
Later,
for now.
gamers.
Hi, chat.
I mean,
Have a
I'm
good
gonna
one.
be-
Get out
I'm-
of here.
I'm gonna be with our boy, but later.
Yeah, that'll go on in about an hour.
But
Yes,
I hope that everyone had a wonderful day, right? Okay, I will see you guys. I think.
I didn't get to do my thing.
Monday. Yeah, I can be on Monday. Anyways,
Monday.
okay. Well, I have other things to do on Monday, but all right. Okay, everyone, say goodbye.
Bye bye.
Later,
Bye.
gamers.
Goodbye. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye. 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 Bye.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.